Black Bourne.
The Black Identity.
That's where I was born.
Let's go to Manila.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
This video is brought to you by CASHAPP. More on them in just a bit.
What is going on there, fellow rejects? We are here to continue the Bourne franchise.
Yep.
You thought just because the numbers were low that we were going to discontinue. No, no, no. We figured, why not? It's early in the year. We can afford it. It's only two more. Might as well wrap it up, right? Only two more left. It's not like a giant franchise of things. So let's commit and let's take this in and see if it's worth it. And I definitely bought this yesterday. I know Amazon's saying I don't own it. I bought you. No, I bought the other one. I'm renting you now on Prime Video.
There you go. Okay. Oh,
it's a reporter from 3.
okay. There you go.
There's a reporter in London named Simon Ross. We caught some phone chatter we didn't like and his name came up.
Scott Glenn's back too.
Put a team out there to take a better look. We've been sitting on him pretty tight all day.
So it's intertwining with Ultimatum.
Yeah.
We had Bourne 6 weeks ago in Moscow. He was on foot, wounded, with a full Cossack posse up his ass. Somehow he walked out of there. I've kind of lost my perspective on what's possible.
You're the director of the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States of America, for God's sake. Act like it. You were given a Ferrari, and your people treated it like a lawnmower. You break it, you bought it. Was ever thus.
Huh.
Interesting.
Speaking directly to Rick Byer.
No, you're in enough trouble already. I'll let him know.
Who's this guy? I recognize him.
I know he's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's the only thing I recognize him from.
Interesting.
Okay, so he's like... That Edward Norton?
Oh, what?
Edward Norton's in
What's
this?
he doing in this, Norton?
This looks like the Incredible
Well, it
Hulk.
does look like the Hulk movie, yeah. So one's training in the freezing wilderness and the other's running in the rain?
Yeah.
These are some committed people.
Oh, fascinating. I want some pills hidden in my dog tag.
Yeah, that's a cool way to hide it.
That is either shot on location or a really convincing set. Damn.
Oh my God.
That's pretty cool.
I'd be scared I'd eat shit. It's so
That's
jagged.
on location or shit.
That's pretty cool.
Where did they make that? My God.
So, the last audit on Treadstone?
7 weeks ago.
Is he the guy hunting Renner?
Interesting.
This is from the CIA or this is ours?
Oh, no, it's theirs.
This whole pile is theirs. Is anybody reading these ground cables?
Oh, Cody Stoll?
Treadstone, Blackbriar, Outcome, Larks, all the beta programs, and that means take it all the way back to Emerald Lake.
Oh, there's more programs.
Seriously, has anybody looked at this stuff on Bourne? The field reports. It's incredible.
Oh, Corey Stoltz.
Corey.
Maybe you're in the wrong meeting, because the meeting that we're having is about an infection. And Bourne, I don't care if they bag him and drop the body on the sidewalk. We're not going to touch it, because we get into this, we dig around, and we find out that these CIA clowns have let this Treadstone mess metastasize into the rest of these programs. Just pray that that doesn't happen.
Jesus. Really does feel like Tony Gilroy dialogue.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, drawing blood?
Okay, so he's got pills, vials.
Yeah.
Running experiments on yourself?
Yeah, what is this all for?
Oh, wow.
So it is just like intersecting with the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's still an awful lot of confusion here at Waterloo Station. As you can see, ambulances are being called up.
The victim, Simon Ross, was a veteran reporter with the Guardian newspaper in London.
Oh, man.
Nature versus programming.
Okay, here we go.
Tell Dr. Hillcutt I'm here.
You got it.
That transition in made it seem like he was the security.
Yeah,
Yeah, it felt
exactly.
like a memory.
Yeah.
It's the first one to put emphasis on science.
I was literally just thinking that. Yep.
I need new base panels, choline profile, nerve conduction.
I want a full engraftment workup. I'm going to call NRAG and see if we can't get approval to put him under. I want a marrow and a full spinal while we have him.
Okay.
Is this like agency programming stuff?
Yeah.
Imagine the pills that Renner taking are a part of it.
Right.
I have a pending task request.
I know, I read it. We'll get him more sustained contrast off an IV.
I'm approved?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Blackborn.
The black identity.
Let me get this straight. If I'd come in 10 days ago, I'd have been in the clear. Never gets any longer, does it?
Gonna have to take that off.
We'll see how much longer it looks. The dog tags. The concealers.
Interesting.
Okay, so they put the black guy in Jerry Renner, and that's what's happening.
I understand visual storytelling.
What the?
Yeah.
All right.
Just goes for it. Where is your mission?
Yeah. Or is he in hiding?
Today I have the honor of introducing the man who's going to introduce our guest of honor. Bert, Dr. Albert Hirsch.
Oh, yeah. Dude from Ultimatum.
I first met Dan Gilroy in 1987 at which must have been the most boring Europsych conference. Finding dark corners ever since.
It's cool how they are tying it all in and
Yeah.
giving expansions on these guys.
Definitely.
Where'd you find this?
YouTube.
I thought we had everything firewalled.
Yeah, so did I. But then again, I thought the CIA would handle Treadstone, so maybe I'm just behind the curve. They apparently thought it was okay to attend about a half a dozen of these things together.
Oh.
If this Bourne mess exposes Treadstone, they will turn Hirsch inside out. They'll be talking to Hillcutt before we even know what happened.
What's the damage?
Outcome? We'd lose outcome.
What is outcome?
Yeah, is that another?
Meaning we will burn the program to the ground. And I mean from top to bottom.
Oh, is that the thing they're developing right now?
These two guys built our platform.
You want to wake up and see this on CNN?
Jesus, Rick, just like that? Hirsch and Hillcutt, how many people even understand this work, let alone have the will to pursue it? Nothing has even happened yet.
And we have to get ready.
Treadstone?
Ready for what?
We don't lose it all. We've got the science. All of our JSOC liaisons seem to be safe. Got the beta programs tucked away. Take a pause and we'll rebuild it.
Is this before Hirsch gets caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're coinciding with the Ultimatum timeline.
So parallel. Makes sense.
You gonna pretend you don't know I'm here?
Oh, that's a trip.
That was awesome. Peekaboo. Super soldier.
Oh,
Oscar Isaac?
What the?
What? This is awesome.
I wasn't expecting you so soon.
Hawkeye and Apocalypse. We were all thinking that. Moon
You didn't know there was a record?
No, never came up. Wasn't your record, was it?
No one comes over the mountain.
Yeah, well, I did.
Oh.
If you weren't on the clock, why take the risk? Why take the mountain?
I lost my chems. I dropped my program kit. That's why.
Oh, interesting.
Protocols for me to call on your arrival. They're gonna want a sample pickup. You got blood work, right?
I owe today.
All right, pull it now.
I owe today, as in you have to.
3 hours to get up here, so I'll get some food started.
Oh, so he's not rogue.
I got a real problem here. I came over that mountain because I lost my chems.
What are you taking?
A daily, phys meds, 250 green. Cognitive programs, 400 blue.
Cognitive program.
Fell into the rocks off a 20-meter cliff. Lost.
How's that possible?
Look, I've had a pack of wolves on my ass since I left the drop. They came at me at the river, so I took the ledge up to the ravine, got cut out in the open, couldn't climb, couldn't make a fire. My hands got stiff. I dropped them.
You're gonna have to write that up.
You're not a contact, are you?
One of you?
Yeah.
You know, look, I'm sorry to call you out like that. It's just that I've never met anybody in the program before.
Ah, interesting.
You still haven't.
What's going on here? Who are you? Are you bad guy Oscar Isaac?
Fight scene incoming.
Am I supposed to ration you out till you leave tomorrow?
Yeah.
Did you chem today?
Green only. Haven't had a blue in 32 hours.
They like controlling people now via through pharmaceutical-like substances.
We have an imminent threat. This is a national security emergency. Priority level 5.
So cool. These guys gotta get paid more money for the same shit.
Yeah.
Just to reuse their footage.
Jason Bourne is in Manhattan. Confirmed. He's alive and mobile. That's all I have. Gotta go.
It's just like structurally interesting because they're using all these like secondary supporting characters, people whose names I don't know.
Yes, same.
But it's like completing the world of it. It's making it, but they're keeping the presence of Jason Bourne alive because you keep it from their POV where they're not able to see him.
Oh, drone? That's cool.
Wow, drones have evolved so much.
I know.
I was gonna say, I forgot drones were that big sometimes.
Don't you think that's strange? The wolves? They don't do that. They don't track people.
Maybe they don't think you're human.
So how many of us are there?
You ask too many questions.
Oh, maybe you don't know either.
Mm.
So what are you doing up here anyway?
You asked too many questions.
How do you know that I'm not evaluating you?
Oh, I don't know. Are you? Maybe I don't care. Do you ever not care?
Maybe you're evaluating me.
I went off the grid for 4 days. That's why I'm here. Skip a check-in. Now I'm on this bullshit scavenger hunt.
Yeah, well, they have their reasons.
Huh.
Thought I was having my wrist slapped, but now I'm not so sure. Still trying to figure out if you're supposed to kill me or give me a pep talk.
Oh, were they like pushed off the grid because of all this shit that's going on?
Right.
Why did they pull you off the field and put you up here? It's not physical. The way you've been moving, so what'd you do? Start thinking for yourself. Fall in love.
Huh.
This guy, huh?
It's interesting. This stuff felt like retcon or additive.
It's better for wolves. There's an ammo box by the door. You take as much as you need. We're done talking. You wait. You're pulling out early. You should hit it.
Okay.
At least he's keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I do like Jeremy Renner's personality. Contrasts a lot with Bourne, who's a little bit more stoic.
Yeah. All these names.
Jason
the most
Bourne.
prominent name.
1 pill once a week, every 8 days. So no more blues and greens.
Interesting.
We're transitioning everyone in the program. Remember how to keep an accurate diet log.
How specific?
We just set Iran's missile program back 36 months with one deep cover agent. The best action recon out of North Korea in the last 2 years came from Outcome.
I'm fully aware of this.
How long?
Yeah, but the audience is.
You're asking me to wipe the most valuable intel gathering assets we've ever put in the field.
We're shutting things down immediately. And this contingency was covered loud and clear.
It is interesting because the Bourne movies are like more conspiracy thriller, and you're right, this one's more political thriller.
Yeah. I didn't know it was going to get really geopolitical.
Tell me this isn't why we're having this conversation. Jason Bourne got away, didn't he? That's what this is all about, isn't it?
Ah, those events.
I'm a patriot, the same as you are. I bleed over this the same way you do. But you and I have our jobs because we've got the strength to do what's necessary. And I'm sorry, but right now this is it.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Are the yellow pills? Yeah.
So it is an execution.
Damn.
Jeez.
Did she take her pill? She did.
Damn.
Dang, without question, too.
I need some help squaring the place away anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I already have to do that medication write-up. I don't know if I want to have to explain my itinerary as well, you know what I mean?
Is this a gay love story? Bourne Back Mountain?
Winter rivalry?
You hearing that?
Silence. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Don't die, Oscar Isaac. I like you.
You expecting anything? In this weather without a heads up? Well, it's definitely getting closer.
Oh, shoot.
What you got?
Nothing, man. I got nothing.
Get out of there or something.
That's working. The gear's fine. It's not the gear.
Well, maybe it's a resupply.
They were here yesterday, and they can't land in this anyway.
Whoa, weird.
It's like...
What the hell is it?
I don't know.
It's like when a dog can hear a whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We should spread.
Yeah. Look, I'll take the nest. Let me know when you get eyes on it, okay?
Yeah.
And full disclosure to the audience, we a bit of audio problems.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Oh man, I really liked Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Peace out, Oscar Isaac.
Just when he started coming around.
Yeah.
Damn, and he heard the missile coming too. That's crazy.
Didn't have time to give them pills. New pills.
Wow.
Oh, what
Jeez.
Chemicals.
Is she gonna clear us here? I'd like to get above this before it gets any sloppier. What's the issue? Hang on.
He goes, Jesus.
See now. Looks like there's still an active signal back there.
Excuse me?
Is that on your end, or is that...
Aaron Christ.
Holding on relay.
I thought you had them linked.
Well, we did. They were lined up all the way to the structure. Both targets were green all the way in.
Man, he really trained his ass off for this movie, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait on her. We're going to have to come around. How far are you from Bingo Fuel? 20 minutes on station. Better get on it. Affirmative, Solo, but we're going to need another pass here.
Interesting.
New profile engaged. We're coming around now.
Roger that, Solo. East southeast. Right back up the valley.
I wonder if some of this snowfall is digitalized.
Sourcing target beacon now.
Oh, interesting. Covering the...
I have no idea what he's in.
He's covering the tracker he has in his body through like lead or something. That looks like, yeah. That's why it turned off.
It's gone. Solo, we are negative on that signal here. We just lost that second beacon.
Smart.
Negative, Solo. All sensors and systems are green. Diagnostics are green. Aircraft is green. It is not a system issue. Sensors are good. Switching to thermal.
Oh, great.
Solo, can I get your last confirmed?
Nice.
You hit something. It's nothing.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, damn.
Doesn't even look.
In the background, nice.
Didn't just go down. It was shot down. They're sure about that.
That's what I was told.
By who? With what?
They don't know. They were sourcing a second signal when it happened.
If this is 2012, then this is the same year that Avengers came out, the first one. All the pills are gone?
Yeah.
Does he actually need the pill?
Yeah.
I was going to say, does he know what happens if he doesn't take them?
There's got to be someone meeting us at the gate.
They have a drone ready.
They're fueling one now.
Surprised that shed is intact. Intact with how close it was.
Yeah.
They parsed the signal. It's Aaron Cross.
Oh, full name basis.
You don't cross.
No, cross the cross.
Aaron Cross. Damn, this guy's like a parkour expert. Aaron Cross. What a name.
Off our last pass.
So it's like a novel character name.
Yeah.
I can't wait for like the full name basis every time.
No, yeah.
It's Aaron Cross.
Where's that been? Doesn't matter now. It's mine.
Yikes.
Come on, cut it out.
Double entendre joke.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's not even like reacting.
Yeah.
I feel like it would hurt so much more in the cold.
You can't feel it. He ate the snow where the pills were.
What kind of weapon system is this guy operating?
He's probably got a rifle.
It's a high-powered rifle. What's our
It's a high-powered rifle. Don't feel insecure.
Why did he eat the tracker? Ooh.
I just realized I think this is the only time I've seen Jeremy Renner with a beard.
Oh, wow.
Shannon inner Liam Neeson. Come on.
Oh, damn. They're getting it.
Oh. Jeez. That was terrifying.
Oh.
They put the tracker in the wolf.
Yeah, if he puts it in the wolf, that's pretty smart. Ooh, that's...
Why?
Hey.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Sensor and thermal confirmed.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow.
But now you're just going to get the wolf kill.
Yeah.
Where are we?
30 seconds. You should have left me alone.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's sad.
Poor wolf, though. Fuck. I was a bunch of just trying to survive. Oh my god.
That's sad.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't feel like Jason Bourne would kill him.
I know, yeah.
Just saying, guys.
Looking good.
With all due respect, sir, now's not the best time. 20 minutes, this place is gonna fall apart.
They have a history.
I need you to stop what you're doing and turn around. That's an order. We got screwed on the intel, okay? Nobody knew those people were in there. It would be perfectly normal for a person to have doubts about the morality of what we just asked you to do.
Is that a question, sir?
No, it's
Fascinating.
not tuned into what I'm trying to say to you.
Complexity.
You know what a sin eater is? It means that we take the moral excrement that we find in this equation and we bury it down deep inside of us so that the rest of our cause can stay pure.
Damn.
Shit.
That is the job. We are morally indefensible and absolutely necessary. You understand?
Good lord.
Love you.
Stitch that up. It's on a plane to Yemen in 6 hours.
Are we ready?
The continuous taking advantage of soldiers continues.
Also, the banner in Clint we almost got.
Yeah.
Hamla.
I told you she'd be coming at us. She's got a handle on the whole goddamn operation. I don't see how the hell you could be so calm about this. What if she gets up there and she says, Treadstone, Blackbriar, you think that was it? You think that Jason Bourne was the whole story? Sorry, there's a lot more going on here. What if she tells them that Treadstone was just the tip of the iceberg?
She doesn't know that much.
How do you know that?
Because we're tapped into everything she says and does.
Of course you are.
Phones, email, cars, house, lawyer. She was cooked the minute she hitched her wagon to Jason Bourne.
They're both in American History X.
She violated every oath and code of conduct that matters. For Christ's sake, she brought the son of a bitch back to America. Now, God knows what her motives are, but it's clear that protecting this country is not one of them. That used to be called treason.
They're a bunch of greedy sons of bitches. He'll enlist the help of Rachel Weisz. Yeah. They start going after the scientists, too?
Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen.
Interesting.
It's $42 million before.
I know.
I feel like Edward Norton was part of some program. Because he seems like extremely militant, too, and physically capable.
Right.
Even the solution here, that should be coming up as a constant.
Or maybe this guy is.
Yeah. Damn, what the hell?
There you are. I don't understand these values from this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
There it is. There it is.
Did you hear that? Yeah?
What is that?
It's a gun. No. No, it was a gunfire.
I'm gonna shoot you through the freaking window, dude.
No.
Jeez.
Damn. Cold. Cold as hell.
Jesus, you gotta get out of the sideline.
Yeah.
He shoots you through both of those doors.
Damn, this is kind of scary. Damn, why is he moving like such a killer? He's not even, it's like taking his time. He's out.
Jeez.
Oh, now's the time to tackle him. Now's the time to go for him.
Yeah, throw something at him. He's reloading. Come on.
Jeez.
Dumbass. I get you're scared, though. What are you gonna, you never been in that situation.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Of course.
Yikes.
Throw a chair at him.
This is a sinister scene. Jeez.
Just really cold-blooded, matter of fact.
What are you doing?
Ooh. Oh.
What?
Interesting. Seems like she's not one of the targets.
The handle's off.
Oh, she is. He just wasn't concerned about her at the time.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Now shove the door open. Yes.
There you go.
Stop! Drop the weapon!
Off himself. Oh, or not.
Get out of his eye line.
Seems like he was like being controlled or like
Yeah, it was like sleep raging kind of
altered.
thing.
Yeah.
I wonder what the trigger was, if that's the case.
Order 66. Nice little water plane you got.
Investigators are still searching for some explanation behind the workplace murder that left another American community grieving and shocked.
Damn.
Let's get that Voight story out there right away.
Because it says on the blueprint, even on the board there, that it's
Get it out there?
Suite.
Why?
I mean, what kind of examinations are we talking about?
Oh, that has healed well. Any diminished sensation?
Nope.
Progress of his beard.
You trying to put me down, Doc?
Well, I'm afraid there's been a few gaps in your sample deliveries, so...
He's been taking less and less.
So, how do you think it works, Doc, that we can just call a timeout? What do you think that we do out there?
Okay, that's enough information. You know we're on camera.
Is that why you make such an attractive appearance?
Why don't you count backward from 100?
99, 98, 99.
All come together.
I wonder if it was just showing his like tapestry of knowledge, or if he is rushing actually.
Yeah, there was Rachel Weisz he was working with there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't show her face in that scene.
Oh, cool.
Very, very cool.
What a nifty, ready to go vehicle.
Instead of a safety deposit box.
You gotta really trust nothing's gonna happen to this car.
Don't do it.
This is a slower burn, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't had like a fight scene yet.
Yeah.
That's slower.
Bourne.
Welcome to the comedy, John. We're known for A+ material around here. Every comment reflects that.
Some puns and wordplay. Okay.
There's a lot going for the movie. There's like a good mystery.
Absolutely,
There's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
plot. I like Jeremy Renner's performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's still some things that I'm waiting for it to like hook me to that next level. It's interesting so far.
Yeah.
I can see how coming out immediately after Ultimatum, why this might have gotten a little disregarded.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And also people, have grown a sense of nostalgia and love for the franchise. So hits a little differently as watching them back to back like this.
Bear to the left, about half a mile up.
Hideaway?
Haunted house.
I'm Dr. Connie Dowd.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thanks. This is Special Agent Larry Hooper.
Hello.
Hello.
Please, come in.
He just seems like a normal guy. Like
Do you know who that is?
Remarkable property. What a
That's
project.
David Leitch.
Oh, is it really?
The director, yeah.
House.
Damn, didn't recognize him at all.
Just so you know, okay, I didn't know anything about this meeting until an hour ago. Nobody last night said make time or pick a time or anything like that.
He's going to have a fight scene. I don't know. We'll see.
And then this morning I buy a plane ticket to see my sister, and suddenly it's like DEFCON 4 around here. And that is not paranoia, okay? That is pretty much directly in my face.
Understood.
Should we not be paying attention?
Can you leave us alone, Larry? You've just been through
You're
an
a weird
extremely
special agent.
traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Doctor of what? What are you?
Clinical psychology.
Absolutely.
You should expect that buying a ticket to Montreal without telling anyone would set off some bells.
Yeah, well, I got some bells of my own going off, okay?
Good point.
Real quick and real talk. Moving money is something we have to constantly do around here. As much fun as it is here, it's also a business as well. Some reality that even sometimes I have a hard time contending with. So you got to pay people. You got to send money fast. And you got to keep everything simple. And that is why we actually use CASHAPP. For you guys who are unaware, CASHAPP is a financial services platform that lets you send, receive, and manage money all in one app. And it does it instantly. And so yes, at Real Rejects, we actually will use CASHAPP to pay people. Because, we work with creators, collaborators, freelancers, speed matters. Nobody wants to wait days or jump through hoops. And with CASHAPP, it's quick, clean, and it just works. And what really gives CASHAPP its edge, I will say, is how frictionless it is. Signing up is fast. I don't know how many times I've had to mention that. And sending money takes seconds, again, fast. And everything happens in real time. Security is a big reason we trust it. With Security Lock, CASHAPP requires Face ID or biometric authentication to your account. If you're about to send money to someone new and something looks off, CASHAPP will warn you before it goes through. Plus, there's 24/7 monitoring behind the scenes. And with the CASHAPP card, you can instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone. So, download the CASHAPP today. For a limited time, new CASHAPP customers can earn $10 if they use code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. CASHAPP is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by CASHAPP's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Southern Bank. Member FDIC. Discount and promotions provided by CASHAPP, a blocking brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Talk about money. So we got to say all that. Legalities. Thank you, CASHAPP, for working with us and for helping to keep us working with other people.
What do you think is going on?
What I'm trying to do is not think. I want to stop thinking.
She would dodge the question with Aaron Cross.
What about Peter Boyd?
Okay, so we're into everything. Is that it? Anything off limits here?
Have you ever read your employment security contract?
I have a PhD in biochemistry with postdoctoral fellowships in virology and genetics. I know how to read.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is why my colleague has a psychotic episode and shot everyone in the lab. Peter Boyd moved out 8 months ago. Oh, but I guess you already know that. And no, I haven't spoken to him.
Moved out.
There was material in his apartment that indicates he had an unusual fixation with you.
Hey, weirdo.
Photographs, journal entries, they found several articles of clothing.
Whoa, what?
Did you ever rebuff him in any way?
I always thought he was gay.
Look, no one's suggesting that you're responsible for what happened.
Oh.
Survivors often experience feelings of guilt. Those feelings can be amplified.
That's a relief.
By the realization that he let you live.
He tried to kill her.
That he let me.
She survived. It wasn't let live.
Have you seen the video? You are asking all the wrong questions.
What should I be asking, Marta?
For real.
Has anyone looked at Dr. Foyt's blood work? Have they? I mean, that is the only thing that is going to make any sense here. His behavior was...
Good question.
Look, there are projects at Starrison, defense projects that could explain why he did.
Don't say that. Don't say those things.
You shouldn't be talking.
And people there are working on behavioral design. It's programmable behavior, neural design.
You just take her word for who she says she is?
Do you understand what I'm telling you? I think he was exposed to something at the lab.
Oh.
Found it.
There it is.
What are you doing? That's my gun. What the hell is this?
You're a potential
Oh, wait a minute. How did he find that?
Marta?
He has been snooping around my house.
Marta,
No,
I want to sign off here today. I want to let you get on that plane, but you have got to help us out.
So I'm about to die right now.
I need to know that you are calm and safe before I leave here. And I need to know that you understand the rules before you get on that plane.
For real.
Feels that way.
Yeah.
Please sit down.
I don't trust conversations in front of open windows.
History of Bourne movies.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Got to make it look like it's.
There he is.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Ow. Damn.
Okay.
Shit. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Run in the basement! Go!
Oh, that's David Leitch. Yeah.
Connie! On your right!
He was my best friend.
Interesting.
He's a bit of a MacGyver.
Cool. Oh, cool. Nice. That's
shit.
gnarly. Jeez.
I wonder why he took the time to shave.
That's on your way.
So the hair wouldn't slow him down.
It's just noticeable. It's that facial hair this whole movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn, Jeremy Renner.
Parkour.
Damn, Jeremy Renner.
Okay.
Wow, all one shot.
Oh, cool.
He's like,
Hey, that was a fucking awesome ass shot.
yeah.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey, look. Dr. Shearing. It's me.
I didn't recognize you because you don't have your facial hair.
Now I need you to do exactly what I say. Listen to me. Exactly what I say.
Yeah, don't be like the journalist.
All right.
And they did show that, like, with all the mountain life he had, how he can survive like this. Just climb all this shit.
That makes sense. Also, he's a soldier that might have physical training like that.
He's like Jason Bourne meets Wilderness Tarzan.
Nice.
Damn.
That was smart.
Sick.
You have program medication here.
What?
Chems, greens, blues. Do you have them here?
No. Here?
Here.
No.
Well, where then? Where? Where do you have them? Where do you keep the chems?
Interesting.
I need my drugs, woman.
Where are the chems? I need the chems.
No, I understand, but I don't know.
Yeah, what do these pills do?
If I had any, I would give it to you.
We have less than 8 minutes to clear out of here, okay?
Yes.
Good. Because the next thing coming through that door is going to wipe us out.
Oh, drone.
8 minutes and counting. Come on.
Can I get a sit rep here? If you can hear me, pick up, Larry.
The addition of Rachel Weisz is good, too, because she's just like a human. This is completely out of her realm.
Yeah.
She's almost Julia Stiles-like character,
Right.
but more human.
Yeah, it's more screen time for sure.
I mean, like, Nikki's not human. Just she's not exposed to any of this kind of stuff.
Right.
Her fear is very good contrast for Cross. Like, she's like all numb right now and trying to process this.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that they were able to save money doing it.
Yes.
crazy when studios build a house like that just to set it on fire.
No.
Where are we going?
June. Your name is June. June Monroe. Say it.
June Monroe.
Say it.
June Monroe.
And pick a place you live. The last place you live, the place you know.
Creating an identity.
Anybody asks, you're June Monroe from Bethesda. You lost your wallet. I'm driving you home. My name is James. James and June. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your name?
James? No. What? You don't know my name? What do you call me? What do you put in my blood work?
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
5. The number 5?
The number 5?
You know how many times we've met? 13.
Damn.
13 exams over the last 4 years. And that's what I get. Now, number 5 of what then? How many are we?
Program participants?
That's what you call us?
I'm just a product.
Participants.
Yeah, participant.
I need program meds, okay? I need program meds. Where do you keep the chems?
We don't have
Bullshit.
them. No, I really
Bullshit.
don't. I
It's
don't.
bullshit.
I don't have any.
So you don't know anything? So you're just the help? That's why you have the big house and the security clearance, right?
I don't know what you do when you leave the lab. None of us
For 4
do.
years.
Look, I want to get out.
No.
Naive.
Would you let
There's
me
no
out
way
the
you're
car?
that naive.
Oh.
Trying to scare her?
Oh, okay.
Oh. I was going to start swerving.
Yeah.
Go on, get out. You don't have any chems. You don't know where they are. You don't know anything. That's fine. Just get out. But you got a plan, right? Yeah, of course you do. You're a doctor. You've got this all worked out, don't you?
You're a doctor. You can figure this out.
You certainly can't hide. Not from people like this. With the resources they have, you won't make it a cent down. So what's that leave you? You can go public. Sure. Call some ex-roommate. Call a guy that knows a guy at the Washington Post. Put it online, because you know what? You blow me off, that's the only play you've got. But you better ask yourself this. Could you ever say it loud enough that they'd be too afraid to finish what they started?
Ooh. Cool. Line.
Now, I've got a plan, and it's just not that complicated. What I'm going to do is wait for the next person to show up to kill you.
They'll give me my drugs.
You have to understand, all the work at Outcome, all those tests, the burn rates, dosage panels, tissue stress, I mean, that is us tuning chemistry. We don't fabricate anything. That happens downstream.
What was that? Wait, what?
It means you need live virus to seed adhesion. Cultures are highly reactive. You have to process on-site.
Okay, so go there.
Yeah.
Where we hold the virus?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we can't drive there.
Where is it?
Philippines.
Hell yeah.
The Philippines.
That's where I was born.
Let's go to Manila.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Where do you stand with your dosage?
300 milligrams. Blues is not even enough for another day. I haven't had a full green in 51 hours, which is strange because I don't feel physically degraded.
Interesting.
Did you just say you're still taking greens?
What are you talking about?
You were viraled off physical medication last year.
Huh?
They infected you with live virus, which means that physically you're stable. You don't need to take greens. They locked it in. Any physical enhancement is now permanent.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're a super soldier.
Why am I still taking green pills then?
I thought you'd stop.
Why am I asking you anything? Well, to keep us on a leash, right? Is that it? To keep a hold on us? To keep us dependent?
Sounds that way.
For real.
I design, I survey, I don't administer meds. I don't make policy.
Nah, you just load the gun.
You're complicit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was there for the science. We were all there for science.
How often do you say that word?
Yeah, I know.
Can you viral off blues?
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah.
Pills allow for temporary adhesion.
Okay.
To lock it in, you need
Yeah.
live culture, live virus.
You know how to do that.
Yeah, she knows science. That's her whole thing.
Yep.
Yes, but I told you it's on the other side of the planet.
I guess where we're going.
We're going to swim there.
Welcome to Washington. Welcome to Candid World Headquarters. Final Phase 3 testing approval is expected this month for both
Yeah.
Requiel and Suppressilin.
Really does feel like this one's about the pharmaceuticals.
What the hell don't I know about this?
You directing that at me?
That was a D-track team we sent in there.
I don't know what that means.
What didn't you tell us about this woman?
Nothing. She is what she is. There's nothing to tell. You vetted her up and down.
Then what the hell are we looking at when you...
She's got building permits, propane welding tanks, straight bullet.
That's Rickon from Severance.
Yes.
I need a crisis suite. I need integrated grids and comms. I need all of it. Pack up your codes and your drives, whatever else you're going to need. We're going to move and we're going to stay there.
Interesting.
Dita, how am I putting a net over that house? There's locals all over it.
We go with germs. She took samples from work, pathogens, viruses. It's national security.
It plays.
Well, if you're going to reprogram human genetic material, you need a delivery system, and nothing works better than virus. Infect the body, and the vector unloads into the target cells.
Jeez.
There was this terrible accident at Fort Detrick in 1985. 5 researchers dropped dead in the lab. It was such a catastrophe that they brought in Dan Hillcott from Stanford to assess the damage.
Okay.
Underneath it all was this incredible breakthrough in viral receptor mapping. He had a map. You've had some very minor alterations made to 2 different chromosomes.
Jeez.
The green side, the physical side, is nothing more than a 1.5% rise in your mitochondrial protein uptake. But with 1.5%, you see this immediate increase in cellular tempo, muscle efficiency.
Interesting.
And the blue side.
But it's more than that. It's neural regeneration and elasticity, sensory function. It's the most exciting development in genomic targeting in the history of the science.
That's why he couldn't feel it when he was
cutting the
tracker out. What an enhancement, because everything in the Bourne trilogy was about psychological conditioning.
Yes.
This is physiological chemistry changing. It's bordering on science fiction, but I don't know science well enough to know how fictitious is this?
It's a little heightened.
It sounds good. It sounds like it's plausible.
Right.
Like they're using a lot of big words here that sound like it's real.
So it's like Bourne meets Limitless.
Yes, in a way, it's very different.
Yeah, Limitless was just like all psychological.
Because like drug enhancements are a thing, but this is like a whole type of like DNA cellular restructuring to make them a superhuman of sorts. The dangers of experimentation.
Right.
You can't call anyone.
Kind of reminiscent to the first movie.
There are people that care about you that think you're dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyone you contact becomes a target.
Bad stuff.
So you need to put aside any normal emotional response that you have. The only edge we've got right now is you think we're both gone.
That's kind of useful. Yeah.
So, you're gonna
I think Jeremy Renner brings a lot to the role, though.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a guy who does still, in spite of being part of this program, strives for a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Who is June Monroe?
You are.
Yeah, that's all you need to know at that point.
She was my wife.
Jeez.
What's my core memory?
Yeah, it's my motivation.
It's my base human emotion.
Why do you have to stay enhanced?
To survive.
Why is it so important to you?
Come here.
Oh.
Kenneth.
Good son.
Killed.
This was me. An Army recruiter was looking to make his quota. He had 12 points to my IQ.
Wow.
12 points to make the minimum. You ever seen a cognitive degrade, Marta? Sensory withdrawal. You ever do that? Pull someone's blues and watch them drop off their meds?
Jeez.
No.
Because they paint a pretty graphic picture in training.
Scare tactic.
Hell of a long way to fall. If I can't keep it together, we won't make it.
That does add to the stakes.
It's like a ticking time bomb at this point, then.
I wonder how much of that is true and how much of that he's just programmed to become dependent upon them. Like there's what's it called? Placebos.
They found another body, one of ours. They're picking up shell casings all over the place.
Where are we at on the ultimatum, Tyler?
Yeah, we kind of got away from that stuff.
It's interesting. The books are not really action. The movies are insanely different in all accounts.
Right.
They're much more like political espionage thrillers. And the trilogy really does its own thing. So to actually do this feels more accurate to what I've read extensively about what the books are.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I looked it up after. Yeah, each movie thus far is the title of a book, including this one.
Boarding pass and ID, please.
Well, this one's probably more spiritually akin.
Thank you. Boarding pass and ID, please.
Someone else comes up to her. Hey, you're June, aren't you?
That'd be hilarious.
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm at the Burger King. They have a deal.
You see that corridor on your right? You're going to want to find somebody who's walking that way. Just tag along. Keep moving. Keep your head down.
Now listen to her. Listen to him. And don't end up like the reporter.
The K-9 team tracked her from her house through this wooded area, ending here.
Come on, she's not pulling this off on her own. Who the hell is helping her?
Use his real first name. Snort it.
The only
this morning confirmed reports that Dr. Albert Hirsch died of heart failure. Select committee is investigating links between a troubled CIA program known as Treadstone and this man, Jason Bourne.
That'll be $4 million.
Whoa.
Troubled history.
Whoa.
Excuse me. Thank you. Pardon me, sir.
Uh-oh.
Oh, was she scared to get on the plane?
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God.
We've got surveillance footage racked and ready to go. We're going to split teams, find this car, and link up a trail.
With a 17-hour head start.
Well, where the hell can she go?
Damn, what's this airline? Seats like comfy.
Over those long 10-plus hour flights.
I feel like the movie's doing all the things it should be doing.
Yeah.
But it's just not quite getting like my heart rate go.
Yes,
you know, like the way how the
yeah.
other three like have that effect. It's not even, I'm not even thinking about like Matt Damon or anything like that. I'm really not. It's just like the movie itself, like, well, technically like it's doing all this stuff that I feel like I should be getting like, oh, this is exciting and intense, but I'm more like interested.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite there in the fields with the experience.
I think we're missing a little bit of that cat and mouse thing that we're accustomed to.
So there's something that's kind of like this bit of an exciting thing, and I'm not as.
It's her.
Do we know what she's doing?
She was having her passport picture taken.
Like, it's good. It's actually like a really well-made film.
Yes,
it's,
yes.
The heart, though, of the characters, I'm not as, like, reeled into them. In spite of recognizing how great of a job they're doing at acting.
Right, definitely. Are we really here? Is it on location?
They should have gotten Ben Affleck to play. Crazy with that.
That'd have been funny, so.
For sure would have gotten a crossover. Oh, they would have called it the Bourne crossover.
She wants to know if you want Hartford because she can get it.
I think what makes Bourne more exciting as a character is his competency and his ability to get out of a situation very quickly, but it's not paced in that same kind of way.
Well, I think we're like super hooked into why Bourne is doing what he's doing in all three.
Yeah.
Like you're really invested in his journey, which makes all this stuff exciting.
Stop. Where is this?
Kennedy.
I've never been here at night. I don't know the rules.
There are no rules. You belong here. Good evening. Dr. Shearing and I are here to open up the lab, please.
Sir, what's all this?
Hi, how are you?
Dr. Shearing. Hey, it's me, Joseph.
Joseph, hello, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome back. Dr. Pomalo is not here. He went to Singapore. He just left yesterday. The girls have gone home. No one told me anything.
All right, well, I understand. Well, look, we're going to be here all week, and we have a lot of work to do, so we need to get in there tonight. Get things started, okay?
Yeah, of course. It's just that...
You can call Dr. Pomalo if you want. I just don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, no, we don't have to do that.
Okay, great.
It's just the two of you?
Yeah, correct.
Do you think they're going to go to Jollibee?
I just want to hear them talk and laugh at their accents.
Yes, I'm here.
Just laugh at them.
Where?
I'm sorry.
There's my people.
Manila. She took American 167 to Manila. She landed 45 minutes ago.
I want everyone to put a camera on every Jollibee at every corner. We know she likes their hamburgers.
I'm trying to refrain to make any Filipino jokes right now, but
Why? I just talked about Jollibee.
I know. I don't want to.
Aaron. You okay?
Oh, he's getting foggy brain. Yeah. He needs the meds.
He needs them.
I mean, it looks like they're duplicating them all here.
There's 243 people on that plane. We're going to scope every one of them right now. So pick a face
Keep them regular.
that you like, pull it down, and deselect it if you've cleared it. If there is anything that smells wrong to you, if there's a hair out of place that you don't like, you do not clear it, you flag it, and you send it over to Dita, and we'll check it out.
Well, the blue is for the
You have
intelligence.
to be working
right?
off the same grid. That's Homeland 9.5. If you don't pull that access, raise your hand. Colonel Hardy's going to come over and sort you out.
Was it Yellow that was killing them earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's your shop. What is going on over there?
What did I say? I don't know.
Well, how many trips has she made over there?
5, 6, I don't know.
Why the Philippines?
Yeah.
Seat 13B, Carl D. Brundage, 13B.
Ooh.
I need support staff to clear the room. Stand up and walk now.
Jeez.
Back, Kathy. Move. Let's go.
Also, the difference in their motivations, because he's more preventative, trying to prevent himself from losing his autonomy.
Who the hell
where
is he?
Bourne's trying to like reclaim something.
Yeah.
That's outcome 5.
They're not dead? I thought they were dead.
Yeah, he's supposed to be dead.
And what's he doing there?
I don't know.
He's looking for meds. That's where the chems come from. What else would he be?
He's trying to get his fix.
She's got to be helping him.
But how? I mean, how is that possible?
I don't know how. I don't care.
You trained him for this.
He's alive. They're there. How doesn't really matter, does it? The only mission we've got now is to drop a bag over this.
Are the drugs he's looking for there or not?
Jesus, I don't. Terry?
No, there's nothing there. The government made a run in 16 weeks. Besides, we wouldn't store the pills there anyway. It's basically a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And we tweak the recipe and we bake up a batch when we need it.
Wait, then what the hell are they doing?
The stems are there.
She's going to try to viral him out.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to be relying on it.
Oh, viral out. Make him the permanent super soldier. Don't come after you guys.
Yeah, otherwise just have strength. I'm Aaron Cross. I'll beat you up. Ouch.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, we're on the case. We're just here now trying to figure out who to call. Our gatehouse just passed in 2 doctors. I think one of them might be that woman from your shootout up there.
Well, where are they now?
Okay.
Well, we keep all of our client labs downstairs, so we're assuming they've gone into the basement. I just sent a couple of boys down to check it out.
No. Withdraw your team.
Ooh.
Lock the lab and keep them down there. Do not try to take him.
Just make it way worse. Too late. You've just alerted.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm going to call your boss and we're going to figure it out. Watch this.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, shit. Bro, that. Oh. That poor guy.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, it would have been so cool watching them team up.
I'm going to get my bag. We got to go.
He's really good at the deceptive personality.
Yeah.
This way.
I don't know where this goes.
It's over there.
Dang, I was hoping for a Filipino asset. Cool, like Filipino stuntman.
Step back.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Walk it down. Hey, you. Come here. Come on.
Is it true Jeremy Renner's short? Like,
I don't know.
I've heard that random trivial fact about him.
Looks like he would be.
I feel like most actors are. Very rare. Yeah.
Like a Tom Cruise reputation, you think?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them aren't super duper tall.
The actions in this movie is so interesting.
Yeah.
It comes in like little bursts.
Mm-hmm.
There's like not a lot of it, but it's
effective when it happens.
Yeah, when it's there, it's like, holy shit.
Over here. I knew I should have done that. Oh.
Stay back.
Give him some room.
Give me some room.
You gotta take something off, yeah.
He's going to need a doctor.
What will he do with the watch?
He can't get far. If he didn't viral out, he's going to run out of brain. And if he did, then he's going to be too sick to move.
Interesting. Oh, that's right. He has to get
find
sick
him
first.
Fast and kill him once and for all.
Can we talk about Larks? Larks 3 is in Bangkok. It's a 2-hour flight.
Wait a minute.
Who's Larks?
Yeah.
It's an asset.
Hang on here. I thought that was just a proposal.
Get him out there.
Is it an asset? We'll get a tie asset. Tie set.
Beta 2 STEM program.
Oh.
Amped mission fidelity. Minimized empathy.
Treadstone without the inconsistency.
That's what it is.
Outcome without the emotional noise.
Because they're fucking Asian. They know how to fight.
Evaluations like this.
This went from something I don't know about to something on the drawing board, and now you're telling me it's up and running?
It's up and running. Consider yourself informed.
I just like his line saying, he's gonna run out of brain. It was just a funny concept. Uh-oh. Hey, you gotta get sick first, buddy. We gotta get you somewhere to heal.
I guess the Rolex could be used as payment for something.
Ah, good point.
He gets worse before he gets better, I guess.
Yeah, they were saying that's what happens with the viral infection.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you get boosters or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or I scanning. There's an attention to detail on the medical infusion in this movie.
Oh wow, he can like.
I need 4 cc's of medical exposition.
No.
Uh-oh.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
You don't look comfortable.
Oh damn.
No, sir.
Messed up.
What's
Is that Chris
Hirsch.
Cooper?
Sounds like Hersher. It might be Cooper, you're right.
Kenneth James.
Full name, Ken.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Proviral hyperplasia.
You have a room. Can you walk?
Tagalog.
Yes.
There is a lack of Filipino representation in American cinema.
That's true.
Ken?
Unfortunately.
When?
Before you enlisted.
Hey, Tita.
Irwin?
Is that a town?
Irwin. It's a state home.
What state?
In Reno.
Do you feel anything when you watch this?
Is this a test?
Yes, it is.
If I pass, can I stay here?
Do you want to stay?
Yes, sir.
That's good to know.
Damn.
There's $40,000 in the lining of my jacket.
Oh, wow.
In this bag, there are passports.
Yeah.
2 blanks and 3 ghosts. The guy's watch this other things. Okay, you take it. You can make it. You're a warrior.
Science warrior.
You can make it. Stay small. No airports. Just blend in like you know.
Yeah.
You've done enough for me.
Oh, the one who got the Korean woman.
Yeah, yeah.
They got one Asian woman for all of Asia. I like how this program just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What about the one in Thailand? That maybe we mentioned in one brief passing line that the audience definitely won't remember.
Is this a test?
Yes, it is.
If I pass, can I stay here?
Do you want to stay?
Whoa, I just cut to silence. That's cool.
She's a good no?
Showing his hyper awareness.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
He doesn't need it anymore, right?
I'm a free man now.
Do you think all those Filipino people can tell he's Thai? Damn, that was a scream.
Yeah. She just sacrificed hers. Damn, that's crazy.
This guy. You don't want to wear white pants to a fight like this. Jeez. It's a certain type of confidence. They really took like parkour inspiration for this whole character. So much of his moves have just been that. It's like a climber and stuff. Look at him go.
Wow.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Parkour.
And wasn't parkour like getting hot in 2012? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh.
I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
Gotta go save the woman. Come on. Come on, Aaron. Leap. You can do it.
Cool. Woo, son. Ow. That's your all your body weight.
Damn.
Oh. Damn. Narrow like that.
It's Ken. Like the action just comes in like cool bursts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn.
I'm super smart now. Come on.
So you're smart now.
And take some oranges.
Climb over. Go. Get over. Get over. Get over. Get over. Hang on tight.
Whee! That's cool in the background. That was awesome. Sounds like the Saw theme song.
You called it?
Just keep walking. Don't look back. Go. Go.
Called what?
The motorcycle.
Oh, is he? Oh, is he taking a motorcycle?
It looks like he's about to.
Yeah. Hell yeah. This one's on.
This one's on.
There we go.
You ever run before? No.
It works for the character and allows Rachel Weisz to not have to do this.
Yes, exactly.
Disguise her. Unless I'm wrong, it'd be kind of cool if she actually still did all this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, driving in those streets are like, there are no rules. Like a lot of countries. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, just typical parking citation.
Oh.
Nice.
Smart.
Saved by the jeepney? Oh my gosh. Damn.
Oh, this is really cool. Dealing with the real world traffic over there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's scary.
That's a crazy sequence. Damn.
Whoa! Shit.
Damn. Oh no.
Shit, the coverage.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like set up like 100 cameras to do this or something.
real.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah, to be a spy in this world, you got to be good at your bike.
Damn, he just punched him through the helmet.
Hey, man, it's that Thai program.
Damn. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Although, actually, the Bourne Identity one's pretty cool.
The first one, yeah.
Not sure.
Hey,
He's grinding.
But I like how he's like the opposition of so much traffic and foot traffic as well.
Oh.
Oh, he is good at his job.
Yeah.
Oh, doing this right in public. Woo! Not the oranges. Take a piece of fruit.
Don't stain your pants.
Yeah, no, man. That's why I shouldn't wear white.
White?
Seriously, dude.
That's a bold choice.
Who wears white? No, only his jacket's ruined. Pants seem totally fine.
You've been shot. That's all right. Pull over. Pull over.
You just have to get to the water.
No, I'm a scientist.
Check that for me.
How long is that going to take? Come on.
We'll get back to you.
Anything?
No.
Cops are out.
Well, like the way they went from like
They lost the trail.
on foot chase to then going into the streets. That was really well orchestrated. It was very exciting. I feel like from the hospital killing scene to some of this motorcycle stuff. It does seem like there's some Terminator inspirations.
Definitely.
He looks like he's passing out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Kick him, yeah.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh shit! Jeez.
You guys didn't break anything? Oh, okay. That looks weird.
I thought he's like a superhuman now. I'm just saying. Jason Bourne, like drives his car off of the tops of buildings, and he's just like, keep running. Yeah, gets shot in the leg. He's like, oh fuck, I can't keep going.
Walk it off.
And he's enhanced.
We're gonna get like our Spider-Man true train moment.
Can you help us?
I have $40,000.
Should be up there now.
He said it's the room where they spent the night.
That asset, freaking got his body mangled from that crash.
Yeah, that was crazy. No more. Leave me alone.
Well, we had a problem with Treadstone 6 years ago.
Ah.
The Byer program, detailed in the operations report you have before you. It was activated solely to capture a Treadstone operative gone.
That's right, all his shit got faxed.
Hey,
she's back. Cool.
Pamela Landy.
Do you regret your earlier statement?
I regret a lot of things. I'm not sure that one's on the list.
Oh,
Yeah, Pam, secret hero of this whole franchise.
yeah. I hope she doesn't the watch.
Hey, got the watch.
That came in handy.
What'd they say?
Something about what are you doing or something? Yeah.
You're not good enough.
You're
not good enough.
I don't know Tagalog well.
I know putanginamo.
Everyone
You know
does.
putanginamo, right?
Nope.
It's a curse word or curse expression.
No. What's it mean?
I don't know exactly.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we lost?
No, just looking at
So yeah, does he just pass out when he gets?
Yeah, that's his one weakness.
He's great if he's whooping ass.
I just hope we were caught in this. This is when you know the movies are over.
Yep, they're smiling.
No, that's all.
And listening to the music. Everything's great.
Just feels like it just ended.
Yeah.
That's so, yeah. What?
It's weird.
It was like,
Is this really the end?
Feels like it.
like nothing becomes of like the Edward Norton group of people.
Yeah.
He just said no more. They're like, okay, gotta respect it. It feels kind of abrupt.
Yeah. I
mean,
didn't expect it to end like this.
It's got to be some consequences for what becomes of them and yada, yada, yada. Like they're setting that up, but it does feel like, oh, it's just over.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell by the amount of questions that this is a highly engaging video with our followers.
Clearly the favorite of the franchise.
Here we are today. Prepper edited this, and they made it very entertaining, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Every 10 seconds, just cut to John laughing. Even if it doesn't make sense, just do it. And full reaction watch along where you sync up with your own copy. It's available for our Royal Rejects. And as we can tell, many of you guys would definitely want to sync up with this. I know so many of you guys own this movie.
Oh, yeah.
As on its own. You bought the special collector's edition. It wasn't just part of the package. You bought it individually.
Whole saga, baby.
I'm just making fun of the fact that it's not that popular. I'm not talking about the quality of the film. Yeah. Hey, so, wow. Did you like that more than Bourne Supremacy? I know how much you hate the Bourne Supremacy.
That was actually the top of the franchise. It's actually the best
top
one.
Top tier content right here. I honestly, I thought that was better than I thought all these years it would be.
Yeah, it was
like well over a decade of like skip. So the idea that like to finally watch this, it was better and than I expected. It has its pros, and I could see it's one of those that's like appreciated over time.
Yes.
I could see how it was really not liked by a lot of people. Like if I watched this like in the theaters right after Ultimatum, like why am I wasting my time? Like I probably would have felt that way.
Fair,
like,
fair.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like it, but you know there are a lot of like pro. I think we can all agree. Like Jeremy Renner was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was good in it.
He's got some charisma. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very endearing. And you know, he can hit a lot of things, but he can't take hits.
No,
one week.
Yeah. It's like that boss level punch. Yeah. That gives you find him on easy mode. It's a terribly hard villain in Mortal Kombat till you punch him. You're like, I won that round pretty easy. You can Shao Kahn really fast.
That's true. You know, I think it was interesting. You know, had its things to say about like the pharmaceutical companies, but as part of like the Bourne legacy, so to speak. No pun intended. Very much intended. Do you feel like this movie warranted its own existence or like proved its own existence?
Good question.
Justified its own existence. There we go.
Sure. I would say sure. Just because it is fascinating with the pharmaceutical aspect of it all. I don't know. To be quite honest, I think like when you told me that Tony Gilroy directed it, I got kind of excited. I was like, oh, cool. And I could tell with the slow burn, I was like, oh, this feels like an Andor episode, you know? But does it? Yeah, I guess so. Could we do without it? Sure.
So no, it doesn't.
I guess not. I don't know. I mean, I'm conflicted. Like it was a fun movie, but not as kinetic and crazy and fun as the other Bourne movies.
I think this story would have worked great as a television show.
Oh, sure.
I know they made like a Treadstone movie show, which I have no interest in watching. But don't bother asking.
He's in it,
but this plot I think works really well as a television show. I think maybe where it might have been a little bit at odds is I think Tony Gilroy would have wanted to just make the thriller.
Oh, sure.
Which is crazy because when the action's there, the action's really good.
Yeah.
Like
effectively.
There's some pretty effective moments with the action. Like with because that's the thing with especially like Ultimatum. Like Ultimatum is like that trilogy I consider that an action movie trilogy. You know,
Sure, yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
really like a thriller with some action scenes in it.
That's
You
true.
know, like,
Yeah, I can
that's
see
what
that,
that's
yes,
what
yes.
this one is.
Mhm.
And again, and maybe because I did bother because you brought up that question about how many books there were in one of the reviews, I got curious to like see what the books were all about.
It's like 20 of them.
Yeah, there's like 20 of them, and they're very much not what the movies are.
Oh,
wow.
And like with some, but you can see where they got some inspirations. But anyway, but yeah, they are very much like espionage heavy, but not even to like this. But this degree is definitely still like finding that line between what the Bourne trilogy did and now this one. But you know, I like the idea of exploring more of like the soldier control, a man searching for freedom.
Sure, yes.
The dangers of the medicines, performance enhancements, and of course, like, okay, so we do like psychological conditioning. What about physiological warping, physiological conditioning? There's a lot of like cool things that it does tap into. But I do feel like though that it was a little bit, it didn't fully go there. And I feel like that's why I talk about the movie being a little bit at odds, because it felt kind of surface on what they talked about, even though there was like a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a little surface level on the exploration. And then when there's action, though, the action was great. Like the one shot they had where he's like climbed, like I think the whole house invasion scene was really sweet.
Yeah.
And then when he like climbs up that one shot where he climbs up to the roof and then goes in the window and shoots that guy was a great shot when he fights those like Filipino guards for like 10 seconds. And that, like there were some really cool sequences in there. And the whole on foot chase, the bike scene was like I think one of the entire franchise's best sequences they've ever done. So
Definitely.
there was like some amazing action moments in here. But yeah, it was like kind of going for a tone that felt a little bit more, I think he was going for a more sinister tone or something like that, because it lacked, but it didn't quite ever really hit me in that dread feeling. It felt a little bit like,
I agree.
Like I like slow burns. I like a good slow burn.
Same.
I really do. But then there were times where I was like, this is a little slow, like, but not in a way that felt like it was eliciting, you know, dread or something really compelling. You know, like. I'm not just going to list off a shit ton of slow burns to prove my point. I know when I like a slow burn. I know when I don't.
Of course.
That this did not. But I'm trying to see if like is there a one that would hit a film that was like a political thriller slow burn that I do feel would have really hit the nail on the head here. That it like blends action scenes.
That blends action scenes.
Because I don't know about one that blends action scenes specifically, or there's not one that's coming to mind. It's a political thriller that does that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't think of a ton off my head in that regard.
No, but the conceit was cool though. It's like against the Bourne Ultimatum timeline.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, it's paralleling the latter half of the second movie through the end of the third movie. Just happening in a different vein. It's interesting because this movie, it's happening at the same time, but doesn't have the immediacy of the stakes, because they said the Treadstone was the tip of the iceberg and there's all these other programs that are happening at the same time. But it didn't seem like Aaron was too concerned with trying to like take that down or uncover what was going on there. He's more so just like, I need my meds. And then he like, and then he got what he needed. He was sick for a little bit and then he was good. He was like, all right, I'm just going to go off and freaking this boat with this chick.
Yeah.
And it feels like, because Tony Gilroy was behind the other ones and just, you know, the legacy of the franchise, you're like, well, we can just stop here and like, you know, we'll get sequels. We'll just explore more of that in the sequel. But, you know, they never got the sequel. So it kind of just feels sort of, I don't know, deflated at the end without a real impact into the larger narrative of it. And this does feel like, you know, the behind the scenes are like the back consequences of what was going on with the Bourne. And it's weird. I've never seen a movie talk about a character so much without that character actually being in the film. It's kind of a strange experience. And I was like, was that like by design, or did they just cannot get Matt Damon to come back in any way, shape, or form?
I feel like it was by design. Because it seems like Aaron Cross has no idea who he is or has any interest in him.
Yeah,
right.
But clearly the other characters do, though.
Well, yeah, they had the guys at the top do.
No, yeah. What's also interesting about this is like, as much as it's, we talked about how it was like more geopolitical than we were expecting. There's really a lot of the emphasis on the science. It did feel, and I think you said this in the middle of the movie, it felt a little science fiction-y because like Bourne the Bourne movie, the first three Bourne movies felt grounded in that sense, and then this comes as a slow burn, and then there's like human enhancement, which we were kind of questioning the science, how true that could be, or
to the degree,
right? And so it did feel like, oh, we're dealing with some sort of enhancement, where Jason Bourne himself, like, it seemed like just really skilled. So that was a weird kind of thing I was grappling with the entire movie, just because, again, Tony Gilroy makes it really grounded, and again, because there was not a lot of action sequence, it did feel like this suspenseful thriller. So there was this weird kind of, for me personally, it just felt like science fiction-y, but really grounded and geopolitical, and we're talking about like a lot of deep, like some intense political stuff. And then like you mentioned, Aaron, it kind of ended really abruptly. I didn't expect it to end so like.
Yeah.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, I think another thing that probably added to it feeling a little slower is the fact that the plot is about this guy who has enhanced strength and abilities and in strength, mental prowess. But I feel like if we would have spent more time focusing in the beginning of how competent and strong he is, sure, they showcase it, but showcasing like, oh, he's like at his peak, and then show the fact that he's degrading over time in a more prominent way, that would have added to the stakes. Like, he's still trying to be the super soldier, for lack of a better term, but his inability to have this thing is compromising him. And just watching the stakes of, oh my God, is this guy going to be able to get to his goal? Because we see him at such a high point, and then the low point, he finally achieves it, and then he's back. And is that a little bit formulaic? Sure, but I feel like it was trying to do that plot without showcasing a lot of
good point.
That stuff throughout it.
Well, I feel like the movie, and this is just the mark mainly on, it's a real simple thing. Like, you have to be invested in someone's goal and why for what they're doing.
Yeah.
And again, it's like Jeremy Renner brings so much to this role,
right?
And you eventually learn why he's doing it, and they try to like simplify the basic of it, with, oh, they try to kill him, and now he wants to, get his meds and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's the emotional hook into it is just nowhere near as compelling as what came prior with Jason Bourne, which is something simple. You know, like, okay, the guy lost his identity and now he's being hunted. Like, there's a cool like intrigue and mystery, and there's no real mystery to this movie. Like, there's so much information, but you know everything that's happening from the beginning.
Right.
Like, oh, there's a program that's trying to kill everyone off the. There's like nothing to unpack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than we need the characters to eventually learn what's going on.
Yeah.
But we already know way ahead of them what's going on.
Right.
So we're not really on like when Jason Bourne is trying to discover what's happening and trying to figure it out. Like, we're kind of with him on that journey.
Yes.
And here you're just like, okay, eventually they're going to learn, what they're going to do. So it just hit a point where everything was kind of like, it didn't really have much. It's like aiming for suspense, but I didn't really feel the suspense in my chest. And it's aiming for, like, the expansion of the world, I think, is actually fine. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay with the expansion of the world. I'm okay with expanding to like. It seemed like they were trying to do some like franchise. This is the time of like, we got a cinematic universe on our hands. And it seemed like they were trying to do like some cinematic universe shit,
right?
Yeah. With like all these different parts of the world. And I wish they kind of leaned more into. Like, I'm totally fine with Jason Bourne not appearing in the movie. I do wish I like the setup effect of like Jason Bourne did this and now all this is happening because of Jason Bourne. And I think you forget about that.
The consequences.
Like halfway through, you're like, oh yeah, it's all like, there should be like a momentum. And it doesn't really feel like there's a true momentum to it outside of like a burst of an exciting scene.
Right.
Yeah, it's like there's no real scene in the movie that feels exciting on its own unless there's like action in there. And like I think the Bourne movies do a good job of having intriguing scenes and exciting scenes even when there's no action. Whereas this was like only really exciting when there was like an action scene. In spite of like some of these scenes being really well written. Like I think the scene when Rachel Weisz is being interrogated in her home was a really well written scene.
Yeah.
And it really showed a great and it's a great showcase of acting for her and how scared she was, and I really felt like a different vibe of what that, like the movie. I feel like some of the best part of the movie is literally like that scene ending on to when they escape, like because that whole chunk. If the whole movie kind of had like a bit of that, because it seemed like it wanted to do a little bit more. Like let's actually go to some flashbacks. Let's see some of like the trauma of what was robbed from this Aaron Cross guy, or formerly known as Kenneth. You know, like that, some of that tragedy behind him. But the movie has that ending note of like, you know, him now he's being free. But I didn't quite feel that catharsis for him because the movie didn't reel me in as an audience member to that struggle, to that journey. Even though it sets up, of course, in the beginning, like when he's talking with Oscar Isaac, he's like, I don't know anybody else in the program. And he's like trying to connect. So yes, it's like again, I'm like when we were watching, I said it, like it seems like it was all there.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the notes just weren't really singing that high, you know?
And I have to imagine it's whether it's meant to be in this film or like some other film in the future of this wing of the franchise, for Jeremy Renner's character and Edward Norton's characters to meet again off of, you know, because they were two characters that knew each other before all this happened, then just like confront him about like how this has affected his life. I think that would have added a sense of catharsis to it.
Oh, I love the setup of that too.
We see them; they know each other.
I'm like, oh, that's some better as opposed to like another guy who looks like that dude.
Right.
And like, find this guy. Yeah, that's another thing too. They don't know who they're hunting for Rachel Weisz the whole time. But part of the fun stakes of why, like compared to the Bourne movies, the original ones, they're hunting for Bourne.
Yeah, it's like him against the world.
So whereas here they don't even know like who they're like. They're looking. They're just looking for this girl. Like she must have help. You know?
Yeah.
And it sucks because like you have to have this franchise exist simultaneously because you don't want to create another big governmental fuss to the degree that Jason Bourne is, because that takes away from his story.
And you don't want to just repeat it.
Exactly.
But then it's like, well, you got to make something that could at least be on the same wavelength in a way that is as effective, not feel like obviously less than.
Yes.
So I appreciate that it feels separate though from it feels different than the original three. It doesn't just feel like I've heard people say it just feels like a rehash, but I'm like, no, I don't think I wouldn't call it a rehash.
Feel like that.
I wouldn't call it. I see a comment here from one of our patrons saying that they're calling it lazy. I don't even feel like it's lazy. I don't feel. I don't particularly feel like it's lazy. I just think it doesn't quite. It's not as. I don't think it's as focused and nowhere near as strong as the potential it had to be. I think they should have just leaned in more on why Jeremy Renner signed, because Jeremy Renner didn't lose his memory. No. So I think like don't make that a mystery. Like lean into it so the audience can connect to him.
Yeah.
Lean into the friend foe, like, oh, the person hunting me is the person I trusted. You know,
sure,
like, lean into that, and then you have something personal to latch onto. So then you can pretty much should have the exact same movie, and it would just be more interesting because of your personal investment in it. You know. Sometimes it's just a tweak like that can make like the world of difference and when you're watching the journey, you know?
I agree.
Anyway, you want to read some questions?
Let's do it.
I got two.
Okay.
You want to read, John?
Sure. Beast Games contestant number 5. Thank you for your question or support. I don't know why Jeremy Renner has somehow the guy who they thought was the second coming of Timothée Chalamet of his time. Oh, wow. And wanted to make him the leading man of a franchise. But I do actually like this movie, especially more than the next Bourne movie. Okay, good to know. My question is to you guys: do you guys think Jeremy Renner could lead a franchise?
Definitely, yeah. I think he's endearing enough, and he does have a ruggedness, but also a tenderness to him as an actor. And I didn't not believe him as the lead of this franchise. I feel like he just needed more material to make the film stronger, but I don't think he's the fault of the movie at all.
I think he's the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
he's one of them. I agree.
Yeah. Can he lead a franchise? He's really good in a lot of his past work. He's really good in like ensemble pieces. Like he was really good in not only Avengers movies, but he's really good in Wake Up Dead Man. But also, I mean, I liked him in the Hawkeye series. Was he the lead? I guess so, but I don't know if so
He is Hawkeye.
Yeah. But like to see him in a solo movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
It, I guess depends on the story, but
I know what he's talking about though. Like they wanted originally for Mission Impossible 4 before Tom Cruise was like, I'm going to continue this. The original plan was to hand it off to Jeremy Renner's character, and then Tom Cruise was like, "This is the one thing working for me. I'm sticking around."
Right.
And then eventually Jeremy Renner just left the franchise. And yeah, the Bourne movies as well was another one. They were like, "Yeah, he should replace Matt Damon."
Right.
And he wasn't quite a star, you know. Like I think the thing that I've never seen The Hurt Locker. I hear he's incredible in it, and he's the lead of that movie. And he was.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The movie I was introduced to him in was The Town, which he is phenomenal in that
great
film.
in The Town.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, he's phenomenal in that movie. Phenomenal. Scene stealer. I think he was nominated for an Oscar for that. He was absolute scene stealer in that film. And everything I've seen him in, I've liked. But I think they tried molding him into a position that he's not. Like he's not. He doesn't have like there's something about like, you know, the Tom Cruise, the Brad Pitt, the Matt Damons that have like an associated movie star quality to them that Jeremy Renner is not that guy. Like he is charismatic and he's extremely talented, but he doesn't quite fit that mold of what I think they tried turning him into. Like his strengths are in these other things that we listed, even in the Wind River. Like
I was going to bring that up just now. Yeah,
like that movie. You know,
absolutely amazing.
That's the kind of shit that Jeremy Renner really excels in. Even here, it's like this is like a darker portrayal. And I think he's great, but it is a thing you're asking from your audience to go from superstar Matt Damon to this new guy. You know?
So the circumstance you're referring
so it was a different thing, and now it's different for us. So we all know Jeremy Renner, so it's not like a big tall order to ask us to watch this movie, and we're not like Jeremy Renner. Who's this guy? Because we all know Jeremy Renner now. Same thing. It's like when Oscar Isaac showed up. Yeah, you know, like oh shit. I think at the time no one was like Oscar Isaac. But at this time we're like, yo, oh my god, Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
So. Yeah, I do think that they tried positioning Jeremy Renner to be something he's not. He's not the guy to take over Tom Cruise's job. He's not the guy to take over Matt Damon, you know.
It is, big shoes to fill for sure.
So I think that was just the one thing, but I do think he could lead a franchise. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Hawkeye
his own show.
I think Hawkeye. I mean, the Mayor of Easton here is great in. The fucking Hawkeye show could have been better, and
definitely.
And he's always been great in that role. You know,
true.
Speaking of Hawkeye,
what up, Hawk? I actually liked this movie. It's weaker than the original 3, but I enjoyed them for trying to expand the world of Jason Bourne. How do you feel they did in accomplishing that? Well, you guys can answer. I thought we talked a lot about that.
I think they swung for a home run. They got like a first base hit or maybe second base hit. Like, you get me? I don't know if that.
Are you talking soccer?
Yes, exactly.
What is this? I don't know sports.
What are those?
I would say he took the basketball to the touchdown zone.
Yeah, let's sports. No, I don't know if did that. I guess that's my sentiment.
I think the biggest thing is they didn't fully lean into the expansion. I think they kind of did. There was like one quality that was a little different.
Yes.
Which is we got a new name that's not Treadstone and we use drugs. Outside of that,
That's true.
There's not really anything that different about it.
Yeah.
And they were trying to do a different execution, but I do think like there's such a limitation on the world building that they could do, but again, there's only so much you can do, I suppose, to truly make it intriguing. Because that's the biggest. I think that's the film's biggest failure. There's no mystery to what we're watching.
Good point. Yes.
So, you know, the first one is built off like this franchise is started off as a mystery action movie.
Yes.
You know, like what's going on and why.
Yeah.
And there's no mystery to this. And they just like lay all the cards out on the table right away, and then you're just watching people catch up to information. So. But I think it's like No, I think you should just. Don't get me wrong. If they'd announced Jason Bourne 6 and they were gonna fucking cross these two over,
sure,
I would be so excited.
I would have seen that definitely. Yeah,
you know, cool. I would be so excited. And they have to fight a snowmobile.
Oh my god!
Damn.
That's Aaron Cross's biggest enemy. You think he can't handle a bullet to the leg?
Yeah, crossbow snowmobile.
Imagine a snowmobile to the leg.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Oh my
or whatever the fuck it was, snowplow.
Yeah.
It was a snowplow.
Something like that. I thought this movie was fine. It was okay. I expected it to be like bad, but you know, Tony Gilroy is a very competent writer and director, and I feel like he did the best he could with the limitations of the franchise. Like, all right, let's make a movie that is Bourne adjacent without taking away the shine or trying to repeat what Jason Bourne did in those movies. So, you can only go so far, but I feel like the stuff that was in here could have been utilized to its full potential.
Right.
And happening in a different vein. Lean into the drug stuff, the message of that, and lean into the connection. I feel like you could have had something more powerful. But it did leave me with this feeling of, they feel like they're going to have more movies, so they're not going to put all their cards out on the table. And they're going to give us part of a story instead of the entirety of a story, which I feel like is why it fell flat.
Yeah, a lot of this movie didn't feel like truly creatively inspired. It felt like they were given a sequel. This allowed Tony Gilroy a chance to direct after writing, and it seemed like they came up with something versus, I have an idea. Why don't we try this? This would be cool,
Yeah.
Like it's a big swing of a comparison, but if you look at like Prometheus from Alien, that easily could have just been some bad Alien prequel, and instead it evolved from something really creative. And they're like, yeah, it's in the Alien world, but we're going to make something very creative and different. And this one just seemed like we have money. Let's make more.
Yeah.
And with that, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Where most of those are god awful, and this at least was not god awful. So,
yeah, true.
But yeah, the intent behind it definitely didn't feel like inspired. Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the most cordial we can be with this. We'll let you guys go. Thanks for being here. We'll watch Jason Bourne next. Bye.